Shiva is able to create only when he's united with Shakti. Without her, he will be unable even to make a little movement. How can I, unworthy, bow down to thee or praise thee, thee who art worshipped by Hari, Shiva, and Brahma? So the importance of Shakti, who's Divine Mother, the goddess, the creator, creatrix of the world, and Shiva, the powerful masculine aspect of the divine. But he can't move unless they're united. So they have to dance in this togetherness, in this intimate relationship, or nothing stirs in the world. So we have to be able to take that into ourselves and think, how does this happen? How do these two aspects within us, the male and the female, if we start with ourselves, how does that happen? How does it happen that we wouldn't be able to move unless we're united, unless we're honoring, unless we're with Divine Mother? And I think of the state of the world, and I think how there's so much terror and war, and we're stuck in this fear that's generated mainly by the masculine aspects of that power turned against the very humanity that we are. And so we have to look for what is that is part of us that's being ignored in so many different ways. And then I look outside and I see that it's this crazy springtime with all the things happening, coming together, the flowers and the bees and the birds and the butterflies, and they're doing this thing and the flowers are doing their thing, and it's just this glorious array and lushness of growth and beauty. And I see how much energy it takes for those flowers and those birds and those bees and those butterflies and the grass, everything, how much, it's just like they're working constantly. Every time I go near a bush or a tree, they're just buzzing full of insects, and flowers are opening up, and everything is happening. And so that kind of energy, the energy is always neutral, but they're trying to survive. They're trying to make a seed that will survive. They're trying to birth, because they know they're going to die, because in birth, death is hidden. And what are we doing with the energy? Are we in survival mode? Are we using our energy to survive in that way? Or are we using it to, how do the teachings survive? How do the spiritual elements, how does the feminine survive in us as well? What are we doing? How are we acknowledging that? What are we doing within ourselves with that potent creative energy? So, with Shiva, we have the unmanifest, like the male, the unmanifest. The thoughts, the desires, the ideals, the dreams, they're all there, limitless. We can think of millions of things. We're thinking of building a temple to Divine Mother down in the beach cabin. And we have just lots of ideas. But what needs to come in is Divine Mother aspect, the one that brings things to action, that chooses, that makes a decision and works, starts the work, makes a decision to do something. So all of us have that decision to make. Out of all the things that we can be, what is it you choose to use your energy for and with? And we're always constantly having to reassess. And what she says is, may all my speech be mantra, all actions of my hands be mudra, all eating and drinking be the offering of oblations unto thee, all lying down prostrations before thee. And may all pleasures be as dedicating my entire self unto thee. So we're searching for something, and I find as I go doing workshops and doing workshops here at the ashram and living together with a group of people, that people are searching for that intimacy that goes really deep to the core of who they are. Even if it means taking a step into the unknown and doing something. Like a lot of people are here for the first time. So they've done something. They're looking. They're opening. Swami Radha called these, one point she called us the gods and goddesses because we were looking for something to survive on a different level. That we were doing the work, however minimal at the beginning, but that work was important. And it brings us into balance. It brings us into harmony. And harmony isn't an easy thing, and balance isn't an easy thing. You need to practice. And then there isn't the competition. There isn't the resistance. You can go forward for your dream, even if it's a step and not a leap. You can go forward and bring your ideals into your daily life. You can have the courage to change. And you can ask, you can have the humility to ask for help. And so the two come together always, like the fragrance in the flower, like the buzzing in the bee, like they're not separate. And we're not separate from that goodness that's in us. That makes us a human being. So we go back to Shiva and Shakti dance together. And it's an incredible dance of a life. Incredible dance. An awesome thing when we think the Divine Mother has created this whole world. But if we bring quality to everything, there comes Divine Mother in. The quality, the encompassing, the compassionate, the embracing, the caring. And that's what quality is. Caring to do your very best, to bring the best out in people. So we choose what we identify with. And often we're identifying with our gender, with our sex, with our pleasures, but make sure that they're dedicated, that they're not selfish, that they're for the benefit of others or another. And then you have this different life. So it's interesting to see that the teachings give us many more dimensions to think about in our life. And as you take the courses and find out about yourself, you become pretty interesting. You want to focus on that more. So much light. Are you?